Hello students, welcome to Lucky Gate. This is a GATE 2021 question from the subject of programming along with compiler design. It is a question of multi-subject. Here it is given some ANSI C code segment. A code segment is given. Assume that the variable y points to a struct containing two fields f1 and f2, and local variables x, y, z, p, q and I are allotted registers. Common subexpression elimination optimization is applied on the code. The number of addition and dereference operations of the form y tends to f1 or y tends to f2 in the optimized code respectively are. There is a question. Here the complete question is lying based on the concept of common subexpression elimination. First, we need to understand what is meant by a common subexpression elimination. Suppose I do have a statement a equal to b plus c. After that we do have certain number of statements. Then we do have one more statement we call d equal to b plus c. In both of the places we call it is a common subexpression only if this b plus c is computed previously and the variables in the expression, that is either b or c, not changed or not modified since its computation at any point in the statements. Here we call it is a common subexpression. What is the benefit of identifying the common subexpression? Because b plus c is a common subexpression, instead of recomputing b plus c one more time, because computed value already there, that result is a, we can simply use the result a in place of b plus c, so that we can avoid the recomputation of common subexpressions, so that it executes faster. This is one of the optimization techniques. Here in our program code segment that is given, we need to identify what were the common subexpressions. Here you can observe x plus 3 is present in 3 places of the program, and see between these two statements x is not modified, because between these two statements x is not modified. Between these two statements are also x is not modified, so that we can consider that x plus 3 is a common subexpression. That is a first common subexpression, that is x plus 3. This result I am calling t1. And also observe y to f1 is called a dereference operator. Here y to f1 is dereferenced, and here also y to f1 is dereferenced, but f1 value is not changed between these two statements, so that y tends to f1 means y dereferencing of f1 is another common subexpression. This is I am calling second one, dereferencing of f1 with structure variable y. This result I am assuming it as t2. Y tends to f1 is also common subexpression. And the third one you can observe y dereferencing f2. Here also you can see y dereferencing f2. So we can find the third common subexpression y dereferencing f2. This one I am calling t3. This is the third common subexpression. Here in this program code segment we find 3 common subexpressions. One is x plus 3, another is t2 equal to y dereferencing f1, t3 equal to y dereferencing f2. So that instead of recomputing this x plus 3 for more than one time, we can replace this result with t1. Similarly, y dereferencing f1, instead of dereferencing for 2 times, we can dereference only for one time. For the second time we can use it. This is t2. And in the third time y is dereferencing f2, it is done for 2 times. So instead of dereferencing for the second time, we can replace this second dereferencing for the temporary variable t3, that is a result of dereference of y tends to f2. You just observe what will be the modified code. See, the modified code looks like this. Z equal to x plus 3, that x plus 3 I'm calling T1, here already taken, plus y dereferencing F1 we call T2, plus y dereferencing F2 we can call T3. For we have a statements I equal to 0, I less than 200 and I equal to I plus 2. Inside a loop we have if statement, if z greater than I, this p equal to p plus, that x plus 3 is a common sub expression that is replaced with the result t1, and q equal to q plus, that y dereferencing f1 is a common sub expression that is replaced with the result t2, else p equal to p plus y dereferencing f2 that is t3, and q equal to q plus x plus 3 is again a common sub expression that is t1. Now this is a code after optimization. Here we need to find the number of addition and dereference operations in the optimized code. This is an optimized code. In the optimized code you can see this is one addition, and here T1 plus T2 plus T3 means here it requires two additions outside of the loop, and inside the loop you observe for I equal to 0, I less than 200, I equal to I plus 2, it means the loop is repeating for 100 times, and inside the loop we have two addition operation, that one is p plus t1, another is q plus t2. Here these are the two add operations, and here in the else part also we do have two add operations, and here always whenever the control enter inside the loop, it is going to execute either the true part of the two add operations or the false part of the two add operations. So it means inside the loop, whether it may be true or false, it is going to have only two add operations. So loop is repeating for 100 times, it means inside the loop we have 200 add operations, and in the loop increment we have 100 times this loop is going to be executed. So inside the loop this increment is going to be executed for 100 times, so that inside the loop we do have 100 add operations, 100 add operations with respect to increment, and outside the loop we do have one add operation for common sub expression x plus 3, another two add operations for z equal to t1 plus t2 plus t3. So totally 3 add operations for the outside of the loop. These 200 add operations are inside of the loop. Now totally how many add operations? 200 plus 100 plus 3, totally 303 add operations are possible. And also it requires to find the number of dereference operations. Just look at how many dereference operations are there. This is one dereference operation, this is second dereference operations. And do you have any other dereference operations inside the loop at any part of this program code after these two statements? No. So means in the optimized code we do have only two dereferencing operations. So means what we can conclude here, this program code is having 303 add operations and 2 dereferencing operations after the optimized code. So that answer for this question is 303 and 2. So that is the answer is option A. Hope you are enjoying my lectures. Thank you friends. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.